Hey, what is going on, everyone? I'm so glad you took your time to spend with me right here today. I'm your co-host for the MRB Wrestling Review Show, Mike Big Rock Wilson, and last night was NXT in the Full Sail University in Orlando, Florida. The show kicked off last night with a one-on-one match. Antonio Cesaro versus the new guy, Sami Zayn. What an excellent way to kick off NXT last night. Excellent one-on-one match with these two. Absolutely amazing. Great match. And with that said, Antonio Cesaro got the victory. It really don't hurt Sami Zayn because he fought an excellent match last night on NXT. It was great. It was pay-per-view quality in a way. It was almost as if that could have been the main event. So, even though there was an NXT Championship match as the main event, that match could have been the main event as well. Because of that reason, it was that good. And what I like is that the loss for Sami Zayn really didn't hurt him because it was that good of a match. And at the end of the match, after Antonio won, he kind of trash-talked Sami Zayn a bit. So I kind of see, this rivalry still continuing. And I'm really interested to see what's going to happen within the next few weeks with these two superstars. So, again, I'm looking forward to the next one-on-one match. I know it will deliver. And may the best man win. Even though Antonio won last night, excellent match. Also last night, Travis Tyler and Baron Corbin faced Scott Dawson and Garrett Dillon with their new manager, Sylvester Lefort. I mentioned this before. What a weird combination with this tag team, with the manager that really don't seem to fit. I like that because, it's just one of those interesting things you see on a wrestling program, where you have a tag team and a manager that really don't seem to fit the tag team. Interesting quality, to say the least. And, Scott Dawson and Garrett Dillon being the Rednecks. Really love their finish with the spine buster followed by the sledgehammer. The sit-down sledgehammer, very unique finish. And for Scott Dawson, with that said, Scott Dawson and Garrett Dillon got the victory. And I like this new build-up of this new team, and I see them, becoming the new NXT tag team champs in the near future. Also, on NXT, it was in the segment backstage, Adrian Neville, Cassius Ohno, and Corey Graves talking with the William Regal and to each other, stating that the Wyatt family needs to go. They're the dominant force, and someone needs to take them out. And resulting in a one-on-one match next week, it will be Bray Wyatt versus Adrian Neville. And I like that. There's three guys that really don't work well with each other versus three guys that do work well with each other. Again, similar to last week with the tag team match, right? It's just one of those things you really enjoy watching. And I like that now with the Wyatt family going to make their debut on Raw and SmackDown in the future. I see a good write-off happening with Adrian Neville, Cassius Ohno, and Corey Graves. I think those three will band together and eliminate the Wyatt family, resulting them to debut on Raw and SmackDown and write them off. Excellent. That would be a good way to write them off, actually. Also last night, Bayley and Alicia Fox went one-on-one in a first-round tournament match to qualify for the Divas, for the new NXT Women's Championship. I will point this out. The design of the NXT Women's Champ is really more respectable than the Divas Champ you see on Raw and SmackDown. Way more respectable. And with that said, Alicia Fox won a match over Bayley. It wasn't really the best Divas match on NXT. There was only a couple of, one-upsmanship, the momentum, and then the finish. Alicia Fox getting the victory. It wasn't the best Divas match on NXT, And the only thing that came out of it was that Alicia Fox will face Paige, and Paige will beat Alicia Fox in the semifinals. Right? You know, it's one of those predictable things you see in a tournament. And the main event was Bo Dallas facing Big E Langston for the NXT Championship. I think that was a good way to write off Big E Langston. I think he will. Big E will get his rematch because Bo Dallas won the match. He is the new NXT champion, and I think the good way to write off Big E Langston on NXT is to have his rematch and lose to Bo Dallas again. And what I noticed is that Bo Dallas is getting more boos now, but they're not capitalizing on it just yet. I think the rematch will be the match to capitalize on, a possible heel turn for Bo Dallas. And now him with the new championship, this will help. Bo Dallas winning the NXT champ will help him turn heel next week in his or maybe not next week, or within the next few weeks on NXT to write off Big E Langston. Right now, we really can't do no wrong because, again, like I said, exit right off for Big E Langston, and Bo Dallas winning will help him be the heel, which he needs to do right now because he's getting that fan reaction where you hear, some boos. So hopefully they run with this, right? So let's see what happens in the weeks to come for Bo Dallas. Right now he's evolving. Big E Langston has evolved on NXT. Now let's see him more on Raw and SmackDown. With Bo Dallas, with the new NXT Championship, he could do no wrong. But I think he does need to turn heel. And hopefully that will happen on NXT in the Full Sail University in Orlando, Florida. And that was my review. I hope you enjoyed it, and hope you are watching. To all you Make Rockin' Bolt viewers watching this installment, get plenty of rest, and always do your best.